See any fish, Bianca? Did you see any fish in the pond? No. No? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Why are they close? They're right across the street from it.
I know. And this isn't a very big street, is it?
They're going on the left and across the street.
I don't know. It might get pretty close.
Come on, guys. Go over there. Don't go over there, dummy.
Right on the gravel beside the road.
And there's always kinds of crazy people. A big old paper that says warning, you know? Whoa, picture of a big bus went by.
You got a picture of the bus, Mom? Look, Mom, look over there.
Dummy, dummy, dummy. Look how he's eating.
Two dummies.
That's dumb.
No wonder they get hit.
That is not too bright. Can you get a picture of these dumb people doing dumb things? Look at that. Taking pictures of
the bulls out their car.
The bison. Yeah. Welcome to Yellowstone.
They better not get out.
Look at that
video.
How far is he from us from here? How many?
5 feet.
No.
About 30, 40 feet.
No, it's not that much.
I can get him pretty good still.
How often do they get this choco?
Not very often. You wouldn't want to get very close.
Why?
You wouldn't charge. They're wild.
Within 100 yards.
Charge!
They're wild animals. You never know what they're going to do.
Look at this guy. He's backing up.
Charge!
I don't know. Today's Saturday. We're in Yellowstone Mud Volcano. And this is sulfur and steam geysers.
Yeah, look at this one, bubble one. Yeah.
No, I just gotta go to the restroom.
Well, we...
I have to find the restroom. Here.
Es lo que dice
Las plantas viven.
Mhm.
Que hasta los huesos se comen.
Pues todo. This is the mud geyser. Sounds beautiful, huh, Bianca?
Por eso Adrián y yo estamos parados adentro de un volcán. Un volcán que estaba así y se cayó para adentro. Estamos en la bahía de ese volcán. Y toda esta actividad que todavía quedó. Tiene todavía.
So what is causing all the bubbling? Gas?
Gases, sulfuric gases.
Where does it all go?
Well, it's into the surface, into the air.
Oh, it's just, evaporates.
Y aquí también hay dos más. There's, from the story we're reading, there's no, it's not water coming in, it's gas.
Sizzling basin.
The thermal features activities may change dramatically many times and remain stable for hundreds of years. 1960, this basin described the vigorous release of gases here, like that of the hot, grease-filled frying pan cooking on the stove. During the 70s, the spool was cooled and lost enough of the carbon dioxide supply to allow a thick, lush mat of green, grassy plants to cover most of its surface. But these plants were killed by heat released in 78-79 local earthquake. When will the next change occur? And what might it be?
That is the question.
Mom, the buffalo's awake now.
I know. Good.
So the temperature got higher and it killed.
Esperando que vaya tu mamá.
Wow.
We're not eating yet. Mira, ay.
Dios mío.
Está bien calientito ahí, yo creo, ¿verdad? Y se echó.
This is a churning caldron.
Churning cauldron? Hi, boy.
Here, the churning caldron you may see in action in gases again. Historically, it featured seen with microscopic one-cell algae bacteria, which occasionally form heavy green, purple, and black mass. Its temperature is near 100 degrees Fahrenheit for many years. Through the earthquake, it was heated up to 145. Too hot to algae in the mats to survive. In 79, the water temperature is above 140 degrees. So he's getting part of that heat.
Yeah, that's why he's laying there nice and comfortable.
Yeah.
No warm. Pass that close to him. Bianca, wait. Bianca, wait, please.
When somebody talks to you, you better listen.
Look at how close we have to pass by him, AJ. I
I don't know
mean,
why that buffalo just doesn't take a bath.
oh my gosh.
It's only about 200 degrees.
Look at how close. Okay. We're going to have to go right through that pathway. And there's a buffalo right there. Look at that. I don't know. Maybe it's like cows. You know how cows keep grazing? They keep it in their mouth and then they regurgitate it back and chew on it. Son, I can't read and make it out.
Oh, you can? Origin, the explosive action along a break in the Earth's crust started this cauldron during the winter of 1947 to 48. It was first seen and reported on June 10, 1948. When discovered, the crater was 43 by 68 inches deep. The eruption along a crack kept trending west to south, shifted along at right angles in 1950. Activity has slowly continued southeasterly to form this huge pit now occupied. Temperature. The hottest parts of the cauldron reach 191 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
And the color? The black color is due to the iron sulfide.
Very hot.
Other than fire?
No, not that.
That is yawning. The smell is very strong here.
Yes,
Ya le pasaste,
How are you?
This is what, fifth buffalo we see on the road? Guys, tell me a little bit about Sour Lake.
It's sour. And it's very cold.
No, it's not.
Very hot.
It is. Incredibly. It's not very cold.
191 degrees,
That's cold, man.
and the street of his algae. The algae eating the
91
salt.
es frío para ti, ¿no?
It's all for content. Look at the steam over above the mountain.
Yeah.
Esto pasó hace poco porque estos árboles en un tiempo crecieron.
En 1986, allá
Hubo movimiento con el temblor, cambió un poco, pero tuvo que haber sido porque estos árboles ya tienen mucho tiempo ahí y no crecieron. Pero en un tiempo esto no estaba así.
Geysers were affected little by summer rains and winter snows. Grizzly fumarole is an excellent example of how fumarole changed strikingly with the seasons. With the influx of precipitation in winter and spring, it becomes a large, bubbling mud pop. In the drier and warmer months of July and August, the water recedes, exposing a series of small but viscous mud cones and mud pops. In September, with very little water, it may just be a series of steam vents. What do you see today?
What do we see? ¿Qué miramos? Nada.
Está hirviendo.
Está hirviendo, salen a vapor, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
De los hoyitos.
Abajo estoy hirviendo.
You can hear it. You can hear the bubbling.
Yeah.
It says in the dry, warm months of July and August, the water recedes, and that's exactly what it is.
Can you hear the bubbling, no? Churning. Como que está hirviendo abajo, ¿no?
It is.
We're home.
Hmm?
We're home.
Do you hear the bubbling sound in it? Sounds like something's boiling, huh? The earth is boiling.
Go home. Let's go home, Mom.
Okay.
Fine clay resulting from composition by wildlife, rock, and vegetable objects.
The city has expanded considerably from what it was in 1870, as described by members of the Washington expedition.
The
Can you
shrunk?
read it, Mom?
Yeah. Real loud.
Thank you.
Oh, is that part of it?
In the past, explorers and visitors to Yellowstone described this feature as the park's most repulsive and terrifying sight. Mud Volcano is not quite as active today, however. Turbulence and discharge increased briefly during the early spring of 1979, causing water to spill over the boardwalk, which we're on right now.
Wow.
Since that time, the water has receded considerably, but the two agitated areas undermining the wall suggest that Mud Volcano still has its violent moments. That's the big cuts in the rock.
So it must have poured out this way.
It did. Over the boardwalk. Completely over what we're on right now.
79?
How hot is that in there?
189.5 degrees.
Amazing.
Jacuzzi.
En un tiempo salió tanto que salió el secreto de
Mom, let's go in the jacuzzi.
Let me take a picture of the Dragon Mountain Spring. Okay, you gonna read that? Okay. Real loud. Okay.
What happened,
Wow,
Mom?
is it hot?
What happened, Mom?
Is it hot? Okay, go ahead.
The rhythmic belching like that of steam and the flashing tongue of water striking out from the cavernous opening has given this spring its name, the Dragon Fountain. Its surging action gives the impression of a great discharge of water, but at a glance, at the runoff channel shows that this is not so. The water is used over and over.
Is there dragon in there?
No. Is the water spill on you?
Yeah.
Is the water hot?
That's all it says. Rhythmic belching.
And then it gets cold.
Yeah.
Until he hears that in him.
Mommy, Bobby said there's a dragon in there.
No. It's just called dragon. No, but there's no dragon. But ooh. No, just a green.
It just got it.
There's a dragon in here. Water can't turn it off. It tries and it can't do it. And the dragon fights back. ¿Qué crees ahora de esto?
What was this place called? Volcano?
Volcano.
Ya está otro caizo en aquel lado, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Mud volcano.
Beautiful.
We've seen the cauldron, the dragon's mouth, mud volcano, and we just crossed the street.
Yep.
Right, and now we're looking at this beautiful river.
Just because everything stopped until the ground, the coaster, water that was open.
This is just across the street from the mountain, a little hill over there, where we saw all the sulfuric activity.
Wyoming, now we're going to Canada, right? From Canada, in the rock. The skinny rock. After Canada, we're going to
Muchísima.
Wyoming.
Mucha agua. I want to see the river in the behind. Don't move. We're going to the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone National Park. Today is Saturday.
16, 15, something.
17.
Something like that.
Gold Palm Richard sends a visitor down into the canyon along the strip.
Originally with 528 steps and rope ladders, it now descends 328 steps, or about 3/4 of the way down into the canyon for an excellent view of the lower falls.
¿Ves lo que dice ahí? Agarra tu tiempo.
Pero mira que dice, it is extremely difficult and steep climb down and back. Extremely difficult. This trip is definitely not
On trail, walking down to the lower falls. See, you can see like a spectrum down there.
Yeah. Let us go. Se fue.
Okay. Los colores. Wow. We're still going down the stairs, looking at the falls. Ah, ¿te imaginas? We're about halfway down. I think so. We're still going down. Amazing, how is it? So much water.
We have a
Up. And we got
We aren't going to go on the second trail.
a few ways to go. I am. We're halfway up. Panting and waving. Adios, Osakos.
Cuidado, Bianca.
Here's a look of the canyon.
Bianca.
Yellow hoodoos.
Yellow hoodoos.
Fall down, Bianca.
Literally, don't roll down.
All the way down.
I mean, fall.
Oh, there's some people up there.
They're waving at us. They didn't wave back.
That's where we're going next to.
Oh, I love his enthusiasm, huh? That's the waterfall we were there about 30 minutes ago.
Mommy.
Bianca, get back.
It's from the opposite side of the canyon. Well, not really. Same side, but behind on the other. I know. Look at the beautiful waterfalls. Me too, me too. Aching again.
All they do is just
Belly ache, belly ache.
they just sit there for
Fine,
hours.
don't disturb us. You see the river, Bianca? You see the river way down there? It's a long way on that canyon.
I know. Hey, Mom. Hey.
Ve la arena blanca y la roja. Ve las caminitas animadas, bajan ahí. Y se ven. See the tracks? Okay, then I'm walking this way.
Where? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Probably those goats.
Maybe. They're about the only ones that could walk there. Yeah,
Explosion. How to explode? There was so much heat and pressure underneath this whole thing that caused an explosion. So intense, it caused an explosion. That's what caused it. The different colors from the thermal heat. Remember up at Old Faithful, there's different colors because of the minerals and the algae and the combination. It causes all these different colors. Same thing, same effect here. Looks like there's like a hole.
stepping on me, welcome. Todo parte. Nosotros hablamos ahorita que ya salimos de nuevo.
It's around 5. We're still looking at the falls and the beginning of the cascade.
way.
Just coming back from the canyon, we saw some beautiful waterfalls. This is the river that turns into the falls, the Yellowstone River, which turns into the, what river?
Missouri.
The Missouri River.
600 miles.
600 miles. We're headed back to our campground. 6-ish in the afternoon. And Adrian is looking for a buffalo. For bison. For bison. We did a lot of hiking today.
How we hated it?
No, you did not hate it. We saw some beautiful, beautiful lakes.
Are you scared of one?
Yes, I was very scared of one. Beautiful Saturday. Saturday today? Saturday. Where are the Tetons? Oh, yeah. The very tip. Where is the tip? Oh, I see a whole bunch of them down there. Yeah. We're counting. Just to sit and watch it, huh?
Yeah.
Counting bison. How many have we seen so far?
17.
17.
Well, in reality, 94, but you didn't want to count those. Mama. Buffalo and that.
Watch, Bianca, right there.
What?
That big geyser. No, the geyser.
That one over there.
Oh, geyser.
See that? Big geyser. We stopped here. Looking at that too, right there. There's one coming out of the road. Donde fuimos, aquí es el mud volcano, dragon's mouth, and the black dragon's cauldron. So you still smell of sulfur. Yeah. It's getting darker, cloudier. Part of the Yellowstone River. It's 8:30 Saturday. We're in our campground and it's raining hard. Bianca's listening to her tape.
Ahí está, mira.
Ahí está. Oh, look.
Ahí está, mira.
Over there, mira. Allá se mira más. It's hailing. Las bolitas, mira. It is hailing. Ajá, se desbarata de volada. Mira.
Es más nieve que
Wow. Bianca, come. Bianca. Oh, if you can see this. Bianca. And Adrian is who knows where playing with some boys. Come here, see the hail, Mamita?
What, the snow?
Yeah, little snowballs in July. How do you make up snowballs in July?
Mira, ahí en el suelo.
Like little balls that fall down. It's a little bit of it's hail. It's snowballs. This is yeah, snowballs. Only it melts before it gets to the floor. How do you make them snowballs? You see them, Bianca? Nice. In July.
It's dark. In July?
Yeah.
July 24th?
July the 17th today.
Oh my gosh.
It's raining hard, huh?
And it's pouring.
Yeah, snowballs.
Snow, let's see if there's snow. Well, we saw them.
Muy bonito.
little girls are playing outside.
They're outside. Oh, imagine how it must be fun. Because it isn't really cold.
pasó que se meta al baño.
Yeah.
Para que se le parezca.
Vienen como si nada los dos.
¿Verdad? It's pouring and then walking around like nada.
Ya van otra vez al bosque, ¿no?
Ay, van a ir a buscar de más.
A ver qué encuentran.
Mire. Y una nube.
That is not September. Sunday, we see a herd of buffalo. Not just one or two, mind you.
You guys wanna see him?
Hundreds of them.
Let's see it.
I guess we should.
It's not every day you see so many buffaloes.
407.
So many buffaloes at once.
Y acá.
Ajá, un montón de búfalos. 11:30 in the morning.
Chiquitos, ay mira, chiquitos, ay, mira.
Calves.
They're all on the move. A herd of them.
The herd is hurting and the people are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that guy out there.
I wouldn't get that close when there's babies around.
Definitely.
Especially when there's calves around. Look at that. ¿Como cuántos serán? ¿Como unos 500?
Eso no habíamos visto.
Mira, chiquititos, mira.
Pero mira cómo los dejan allá arriba. Los grandes. Wow, look at this. A herd of buffalo. Todavía. Mhm.
Mira, los chiquitos. Look at these little cows right here.
Oh, yeah. With their mothers.
Parecen becerritos,
Ah,
¿verdad?
there's some.
Parecen becerros. Mira.
Mhm. Ahí va uno. Sí, parecen becerritos, de veras que sí. Ay, pero mira ahí arriba, como hay entre los árboles, ¿verdad? ¿A dónde van?
¿Por qué bajaron? Yeah. ¿Por qué se bajaron todos? Allá adentro.
En las lomas. Allá arriba, mira. Allá arriba. There's a lot of them. You see all those buffaloes? Herds of them.
Yeah. Okay, Mom, you pay.
$20.
Midday. We're headed to, where we going to right now?
Norris Geysers.
North Geysers.
No.
Okay. Okay, son.
In Emerald Spring, the blue of clear water combines with the yellow of the sulfur-coated basin, which creates a magnificent green color. The temperature of this 27-foot deep pool is usually within 5 degrees of boiling. The boiling point at Norris is 199 Fahrenheit or 93 Celsius, and its water is nearly as acidic as tomato juice.
Look how pretty the colors.
Is it very hot, Mom?
Very hot. It's like boiling water. Is that very hot, do you think? Sunday, one-ish. What is it called here? Norris? And this one's called the Emerald
Spring. In the back basin.
in the back basin loop. That's what the Caribbean waters look like, Mijo.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Very appropriate.
But is it still...
It's not hot like
but
that.
it's not steaming.
Not like that.
It doesn't
Isn't that
steam.
pretty, Bianca?
Is it more hotter than fire?
Not as
Does
hot.
it have boiling? Does it help boiling?
Sulfur
in it, Mom?
Yes, it's very, very hot.
Very hot.
Caribbean. The Caribbean has sulfur?
Nope. Beautifully clear.
Oh, good.
See the water boiling?
para arriba. ¿Lo agarramos?
The world's tallest active geyser, Steamboat, can erupt to over 300 feet, showering viewers with its mineral-rich waters. For hours following its rare 30 to 40-minute major eruptions, Steamboat thunders with powerful releases of steam. As benefiting such an awesome event, full eruptions of Steamboat are entirely unpredictable. Recent major eruptions of Steamboat numbered 1 in 1990, 1 in 1991, and none in 1992. More commonly, Steamboat ejects water in frequent bursts of 10 to 40 feet, 3 to 12 meters. Consult the display in the NARS Museum for updates.
Look at the water. Wow.
It can happen anytime from 4 days to 50 years.
Come on, baby.
That is an extremely rare sight. And if it comes up to 10 to 15 meters,
We have an eruption, huh?
we have an eruption coming.
This is just hot steam and hot water coming from the center of the earth?
The water flowing, and then, yeah, it has a cavity down underneath where fresh water and steam water mix, and then it's very calcified because it's what makes the pressure. It doesn't allow it to give,
Yeah.
and it forces the water up. Look at it, it goes sideways, it's cute. There you go. There you go.
Different formations of the steam. Listen.
I hear something. I hear it gurgling.
Look at how high that water.
It's gathering. It's getting ready for the right moment. Getting ready for the right moment.
Oh, it'll be a nice one.
What?
What's that?
If it erupts.
Water running from the geyser. You can see the sulfur.
The yellow color.
And there's the steam. Come on, baby, blow.
Mom, it probably won't blow for another 40, 50 years.
This one, just the pool
The pool.
with bubbling gases. About Ixnus geyser,
A perennial crowd pleaser, as you can see. Ixnus typically erupts regularly every 35 to 75 minutes. Its pool fills gradually with water, then suddenly bursts of steam and water explode 40 to 50, 60 feet skyward.
wow.
Eruptions usually last 6 to 14 minutes, but may last 60 minutes or longer. Ixnus is the largest acid water geyser known. Its waters are almost as acidic as vinegar. Acid geysers are extremely rare. The majority of our planet's total are found here in the NARS Geyser Basin.
The people that are waiting for the geyser to erupt.
Is it ever gonna erupt tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Can you be patient? See it erupt? Okay. Oh, here's a wild mountain man. Nana. And Adrian. A wild mountain man.
Yeah.
And we're up 10 minutes. The steam is starting to rise a little bit more. 15 minutos tenemos? 15 minutes for eruption. We've been waiting.
You can put on your jacket. Put it on.
Rising. I can see the water a little bit. You can begin to see the water. Right there.
And hello.
You see the water and the steam rising, Bianca. A little bit more.
Mira el agua, ya se mira el agua allí adentro.
No.
And you can see the water rising. It's covering that rock. It's going up. See? It's going up. I see in about another 10, 15 minutes more. It erupts. Yeah, a little more. 25 minutes. And the water has risen greatly. We'll see how far it goes up before the eruption.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for further details. Another 5 minutes. I'm counting. Water higher. More steam. And we're all waiting.
Ahí viene ya. Ahora sí viene.
5 minutes later, we're still here. But it's starting to bubble. See the bubbling? Oh, there it goes! There it goes! Wow! There it goes!
That was it.
Thank you for waiting. Oh! ¿Una 50? Look, Bianca. Oh, tómale fotos. Oh, you are? Yeah, trying. I'm trying. It doesn't give you much warning once it starts to bubble.
It bubbles. It's ready to go. Whoa!
Look. Oh my gosh.
4th of July, right?
No, it's just water coming from the wow, it's just amazing. Look. You see that, Bianca? I'm trying. Wow! Hey!
Oh my God!
Wow. You see that, Bianca?
Yeah. Is it hot now?
Wow. No, I don't think it's gonna touch us. How hot is this water, is it? When it boils? When it...
It doesn't say it's probably about 200,000.
Probably more.
Whoa!
Oh! This is something to see. Mira? It's amazing.
Mommy, it's white. It's white water.
Yeah. Water and steam, look at this, boiling. Mira, se llenó todo el agua.
Ajá, se llenó toda la pila.
Ajá, toda la pila se llenó de agua.
No, he's moving around. He's moving around.
This geyser can go between 6 to how long, Adrian?
Usually lasts like, puede ir hasta una hora. Whoa! Usually lasts 6 to 14 minutes.
Oh, okay.
¿Pero cuánto mucho ya lo estábamos mirando, no?
Como unos 4.
Wow. Sale.
Mirando para 4 minutos. Para 4 minutos.
Como que erupte, ¿verdad? Just blows over.
Salen bombas. Se llenó toditito de agua.
Ya, se llenó todo de agua. Amazing sight to see. Incredible, isn't it, Bianca? This is incredible. Yeah, this is incredible.
Look at the steam on the people.
So they'll be running pretty soon. Incredible sight. It can
Beautiful one.
This will go on for another 4 or 5 minutes. We'll move on to the next one. 12 minutos? Everybody clap. Great. Yeah, look at Bianca. Nurse show. Look at that.
So que toda esa agua disminuye y
It
vuelve a
goes
subir.
back down again, huh?
Se vuelve a ir otra vez. Ya la que se fue, pero esta que se quedó se va a acabar.
Showtime.
What a show. Nature's show.
Like that, can we wait for the next one?
Cute. This is the water running out from the geyser. Still see the steam. It was an incredible sight from nature. Beautiful the colors though, huh? The yellow and aqua.
3 more.
3 more. This is just a pool, it's not a geyser, right? It's just hot water. The chemicals gurgling out from the bottom, from the core of the earth.
Bubble. The bubble?
And there's another one up there, the geysers.
That's because it's hot. Yes.
Who knows how deep that is, huh?
Yeah, dive in and find out.
Them bubbling and boiling.
They're gonna find out what?
Where's Nana?
Get these tiny ones.
Oh, what bubble?
Oh, big bubble.
Bubble.
Here's this looks like a mud pool. It's a boiling waters.
It's not a real water.
Boiling water coming from the center of the earth, Bianca. So what is this now? It's water. It's water too. Boiling water in there.
What are we watching, son?
What, mijo?
I don't know. That's not.
Steam vent. But you can hear the gurgling of the hot water under there.
The sound is incredible.
Isn't this the one you said you could hear or something? You could see? Like you said,
It's cauldron.
No, I know. Okay.
And we see kind of another hole with the steam rising.
Did we see the Grand Dragon Spring later?
No, we're trying to find it. It's in this route probably. That's all. You smell the sulfur, the acid of the steam. What is this one called, Bianca? What is this one called? Let's go find out. Green Dragon Spring. Except on the warmest summer afternoon, steam frequently fills the cave of this extremely hot spring. Wait patiently for a glimpse of the sulfur-lined cave and boiling green water. Called Green Dragon Spring. Double spring.
Dragon in there, Mom?
Remember, like the one we saw the other day? Yesterday?
Oh, that's a baby one.
Again, more water and boil coming out of the earth. And doesn't know how to crush. Doesn't know how to breathe.
But he's good or bad?
Good. They're all good right now.
Wow, look at the
My
steam.
glasses got off.
I don't know what
The
happened.
steam.
Me too.
Look at the sulfur line.
The exact same thing happened to me. Oh, look at that guy over there.
Called Philip's Cauldron. I don't think gurgling mud.
I don't think they like Philip very much to name this thing after him.
Philip, he's probably the one that discovered it. It's right next to the Green Dragon. Over there.
The baby green dragon.
Move fast, Bianca. Doesn't like to come out.
Oh.
Hear the noise? It's incredible, the sound. Take it with you, you know?
Oh, it's starting to get
Yellow funnel, but as you will soon see, there is nothing yellow about it.
The rangers claiming everything.
It smells so awful around here. And really, it smells worse here than it does in the other places, right? Well, I talked about this hot spot. When you have a hot spot, like here in Yellowstone, when you have a hot spot in the sky, it's why right now. So where? You have the magma pulling right up. It's so hot, it's gonna come out. Well, 600,000 years ago, that happened. And there was a huge volcanic eruption, so big, 1,000 times bigger than Mount St. Helena. This Mount St. Helena looked like a prison now. Look at that. But when the magma shut out, that's what? Yeah. 31 miles. Look back to the car, you got a car down. Look at that dot on that line. See? No. And there was a chemist here that was asking about this, and well, there are some smells at Old Faithful. Well, Old Faithful, the explanation there is, now these are all theories, is that with all these earthquakes, it opens and shifts the ground, the rock underneath there, and so some of those sulfur gases from that explosion 600,000 years ago was escaping up. Here you have the top. So is it coming from that? Or are the top that huge that erupted? We don't know. That's still the sulfur
Look at the little baby geyser, huh?
Baby geyser.
The hot water.
This is the little brother of the one that we saw over there. The green dragon is the little brother of that.
Or throw more than geyser.
260 feet from the sea.
Tell me about this one now.
Pork chop geyser. Dramatic behavior changes have characterized Pork chop geyser during the last decade. Once a small hot spring that occasionally erupted, Pork chop geyser became a continuous spouter in the spring of 1985. The powerful force of the spray generated a roar frequently heard at the museum. On September 5th, 1989, Pork chop geyser exploded. Rocks surrounding the old vent were appended. Some were thrown more than 216 feet from the feature.
You can see the rocks there.
Pork chop geyser is now a gently boiling hot spring.
Explotó. Levantó toda la piedra.
¿Cuánto fue eso? ¿El 69? Ya estaba haciendo ese día.
One more of the mini.
No?
A teeny little hole. And it must sprout because it's wet all around it.
Can I use the binoculars?
See how it's wet?
Hold on.
It must spout out.
Right there behind us is Pearl
Where?
geyser.
Pearl geyser? Potato spring. It doesn't spurt, it just sort of palpitates like a heart. And then over here we have like a mud pool that gurgles mud. And then here we have another geyser. Mud pools, and this one's called Fearless Geyser. And the water here is clear and black, dark. What does it say about this one? Monarch.
Not a thing.
Geyser crater. Crater? Yeah, parece como una cráter.
Nothing.
Like an eruption.
Absolutely. Oh, mira esta geyser, small geyser, a baby geyser.
Oh yeah, spouting away. Thin, very thin layer of crust, the Earth's crust. And here is a piece of solidified magma. Magma comes from the center of the Earth and it turned into a solid. Very thin layer of crust, so all around you hear bubbling and churning.
A major one, but somebody vandalized it and moved it and changed the composition.
No, they threw things into it.
Oh,
And it clogged up.
Plugged it up, yeah.
minute geyser.
It used to spout one time. Not at all.
It used to spout how much?
It doesn't say.
Oh,
Major one.
ya nada más sale poquito el agua.
Used to be one of the major ones.
Wow.
Oh, what
Somebody
happened?
vandalized it.
Oh, it could only be lots of people throwing rocks and sticks and all that.
Well, you can see all the sticks that are over there.
Come on, you've only been walking for an hour.
No, lots more. About 3 hours actually.
Let's go. We only have half a mile to go that way.
Adrian. Valencia.
Ahorita. Let me take some of this. What's this called?
Bathtub.
Bathtub.
¿Le vamos a bajar?
Al rato maybe?
No, ¿tú te quieres quedar?
Ahorita no. Jason explains how the water erupts from the magma. There's the magma. The water comes up to the core, the crust, and explodes out in a hot spring, which is what we're looking at here. This is the result. Into the cascade, which there they are. We just came from the geysers, now we see water. Just draw a line down the middle, make it a two-way. Remember that road we were on one time?
Yeah.
They're thinking of making this a two-way highway.
Yeah, they're gonna go by this.
¿Velo de qué? Oh, porque sí. Ahí son las cascadas.
I don't know if these are it, but
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I think there's more up.
Usually they would have place to park. I mean, they made a road so you can come and see them.
Should I keep going?
Let's try it. Again.
Yeah, look at this
Or explore something, or higher than the slope. We're going to Tower Roosevelt Lodge.
Now I know why they call the tower.
Tower, very high up. We're almost 9,000 feet up.
I hope it has a can.
Very narrow, rough road. We're very high up.
One thing's for sure. I'm not having any drinks in this life.
You're driving cold stone silver on the way back. And you're driving a lot slower too. Mira las montañas allá. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh man.
Barely make out. Canyon. The valley.
Rockies.
Rockies is this road. Because all these buffaloes are crossing the road. They take a bath.
Look at this one right here. It's rolling around in the dirt.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
did you get it on picture?
No, getting the ones in the water.
His hoof. Look.
Do it, Mom. Do it. Did you get it, Mom?
Yeah, he's taking a bath.
Mom,
It's dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian, Mommy got it. She got it.
Oh man, kind of like leaving the stupid car in the road.
Crossing the road.
Yeah, Mom, look to the right. Look to the right.
There's about 1,000 of them.
Mira, ¿dónde se paró? Dios mío de mí.
Y ahí se quedó
Me
parado.
van a destrozar
Oh.
una pierna.
Maybe I'll move on.
Holy Christmas.
Oh, here comes another one. Another one's.
Cuando se les antoja tomar agua, bajan.
Bajan a tomar agua.
Chickens up on themselves.
Yeah.
What is that?
All the buffaloes over there.
What's the stuff that they have?
There's their hide.
You mean they're taking off skin and getting new skin?
No. That's just their hide.
Are they ever going to get it back
Look at
on?
all the buffaloes over there.
Where?
Up in the
Oh
hill.
my god. Look at how much it is here.
Mm-hmm. See them all up in the hill. And over here. Buffalo.
9 o'clock. Oh, Mom. Mom, you pay agent.
I thought it's child clothes.
Mom, you pay agent for the money.
Fine, the bathroom.
Mom, can I see what's in there?
Yeah, hot water. Today is Monday.
I'm looking at the Great Teton.
No, over in in Yellowstone. We're
Guys are way
looking
ahead.
at, what are these, hot springs and pools and geysers and vents. It's around 12-ish.
I might go 10-ish.
There is the lake. What's the name of the lake?
Yellowstone. They're going to go potty real.
Yellowstone.
The real original name is
Yellowstone Lake. Bianca, Nana. Eh? You can still smell the sulfuric, huh? Sulfur?
Lots of.
There's the bubbles.
Why does sulfur have to smell so much?
Why are
like
there so
barbecue?
many different colors, Adrian?
I don't know.
The
Algae.
yellow and the orange and the green
The algae.
and the different blues and aquas. No. What is it?
Race. The trees.
No, the minerals are left behind, preserving the trees. It looks like snow, huh? It does. It looks like it. Near the thermal activity. A monument to change. Thermal activity?
I guess.
Like a mud pot?
Tiny little underground ones.
Yeah. You see the boiling.
Inside it.
Increíble esto, mira. Tan bajito de la tierra. Very low in the crest. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
okay.
Is this a geyser too?
A pool.
Or just a pool?
Now, Mom, this is a heated pool.
Sure is. How beautiful the colors though, huh?
I know.
Contrast.
With the orange and then the clear blue.
Sort of like mineral deposits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see it on the ground. It looks like little...
Yeah,
Well,
There's another pool. Hot pool.
hot pool.
Hot pool.
Oh, look at Mom. There, they're carrying all that. How could they get go? Alright, how can the snakes stand that,
I don't know how, but there they are.
how do they stand?
Beautiful, but look how deep. Look at how deep that is. Pool. Right in the middle of the lake. You can see it right next to the lake, the thermal activity. This one looks like a little volcano. Mira bien. Así se va a hacer aquel chiquito que estaba allá. When it grows, it's going to turn just like this.
In a couple million years.
Here's more thermal activity.
No.
Right inside the lake.
It's got something
Like a
silver
crater.
in its mouth.
Probably a hook or something.
There's a crater in there.
Déjalo ver. Aquí viene, aquí. ¿Lo ves, mamita? Pescado grande, mira, está grande. I don't see it.
A trout inside the hole. Yeah, it's a crater. See people throwing money in there? See pennies? Four geysers. They're in the lake.
I see a lot of them in the lake that we
Can't see. As we walk around, looking at all the pools, side springs, and this one's letting go a lot of water into the lake. You can see. And hot springs are colored by minerals, bacteria, and small plants called algae.
The color of algae is related to water temperature, which is the light-colored algae occurring in the hot water. Algae exists seldom in water over 167 Fahrenheit. Title is hot water plants.
And you can see all the plants growing in the water and around the water. Bath
I'm not hot.
pool. Yeah, you can feel the heat.
No, it's hot here. What's happening?
Yeah, it's the heat.
smoke.
Uh-huh.
Place to be when it's even cold already.
Mira el agua. Dark pools and colors.
That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. We're at Old Faithful, Yellowstone,
National
looking at a
Park.
geyser.
National Park.
Yeah, and we're waiting for Old Faithful, which is this one.
Mira, mira el agua, mira el agua. Ahí viene, ahí viene.
¿Sí viene?
Ahí viene, mira, mira.
Oh, un poquito.
Where's the artist?
We're waiting any minute now. 2:53, Monday. We're looking at Old Faithful.
That's about the 4th or 5th one, and every time you get
It's supposed to erupt any minute.
sitting there, building up its heat, keeping the people in the
Still see it steaming. There's a little bit of water, Bianca. Pues míralo.
getting ready.
In about 15 minutes.
Here it is.
Seen a couple of spurts, but no activity yet.
No faithful.
It's just
Take a picture, Tom.
Showtime.
Camera's right here. Take some pictures. Oh, that's it, Bianca. Oh, faithful.
Showtime.
Wow.
just from those heights. Wow, mira. Oh, y vino hasta la luz. Wow.
Showtime.
Oye, arriba? How high is it?
100 to 180 feet.
Bianca, look at Old Faithful.
Alright.
That's Old Faithful.
10 minutes.
Take pictures, Chuck.
How many?
Several.
Same thing, Chuck.
Oh, okay.
Over and over again.
Oh no.
Battery?
No, film.
Film.
Old Faithful. The end of the film.
That's it?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Look at that.
Well, this was Old Faithful, Bianca. It happens every hour and a half for about a minute or so. Little girls, in my way. Get the water going into the river and then coming out of the rock. See the steam coming out of the rock? And the different colors coming up from the geyser. And this is the baby geyser.
Where's the baby
Right
geyser?
there in front of you. The bubbling pool.
Baby geyser.
Infrequent but violent eruptions characterize giant geysers. This mountain-side geyser erupts several bursts that rise 100 to 200 feet. The area around the geyser shakes from underground explosions just before an eruption. An active phase generally occurs only 2 to 6 times a year. When active, as such it is now, eruptions occur once or twice per hour and continue for 12 to 43 hours. This is a rarity that we're looking at then, isn't it? At the moment, it's been witnessed for 5 hours. Wow. The water was cold, Bianca? This is called Bulk Geyser. Oh, it's a little one. Gigantic geyser.
Look at the levels of the sediment.
Amazing. Gigantic.
Mama.
Oh, great. Here are 50 photographs of one.
Scallop.
Scallop. This one's really
Oh, because of the scallop underneath. Yeah, you can see it.
Look at over there in the... Allá está en el lago, mira. Okay, Mom, it's been 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's called Castle Geyser. Whoa. Yellowstone, it's around 4:15. We're at next to the Old Faithful. It's called Castle Geyser.
Mira todos allá, no. Mírate, mira.
It's an incredible sight. Whoa! You see that one? How high? You see that, Bianca? This is an incredible sight to see.
Ana, viene agua, agua para arriba, pero agua viene para abajo. Mira, yeah, wow. Yeah.
Wow. How high does it shoot up, did it say? Up to what?
Castle Geyser has the largest cone and may be the oldest of all geysers in the park. Its eruption pattern has changed considerably over its record history. It is currently erupting about every 10 to 11 hours. An eruption frequently reaches 90 feet and lasts for about 20 minutes. The water phase is followed by a noisy steam phase lasting 30 to 40 minutes.
What an incredible sight, son.
10 to 11 hours daily. Are you getting it on film, Mom?
Yeah, until it runs out. It's almost going to run out right now. Mira tanta agua que sale. Very beautiful sight. Angles of the castle. It's been spouting for what, about 15 minutes now, huh? ¿Más de 20 minutos?
I think it lasts
Yes, I think it lasts an hour.
remember, you were going to give Adrian the marshmallow when he was
Might not be a big one.
little.
There is Gigantus.
That sucker's still going.
And that's Old Faithful. Listen to those guys.
The tired one.
And now we're going to go have dinner. There goes Old Faithful.
A lot of good geysers on here.
Incredible. Alex didn't realize that's what's happening over there.
Yeah.
They're cracking up.